Hello my friends, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video, which is going to be another Sephora haul. I am back in it. I love all things makeup right now, and I have really been just thoroughly enjoying it. So we recently went to Disney, and I had to do a Sephora haul at Disney. It's one of the things that I kind of look forward to, but in recent trips, that store has gotten so chaotic that honestly, I haven't even bothered. But this trip was a little different. So I know we're on the heels of the Sephora sale, but my list has grown again, you guys, my loves list. So I knocked a few things off of that list. I've got some stuff to show you. If you're interested in what I picked up in this Sephora haul, then just keep on watching. All right, so I'm just gonna start pulling stuff out of this bag. As per usual, I will probably do a follow-up haul here in the next couple of weeks just to let you know how stuff worked for me. But for now, let's just go into what I picked up. So I picked up this Kosas Undressed palette. It's actually what I'm wearing today. It's a very neutral palette, very matte, very unlike me. But I love the simplicity of it. If you hear a jingling, we're dog sitting and Doggy is like roaming the room. So apologies if it's annoying. If you are a dog owner, then you know what's going on. So you understand. But the formula of these mattes was actually really, really nice. And I have used it a couple of times actually and have been quite happy with how it has turned out. I think this is on par, the formula, with some of my like Makeup by Mario, for example. I think I might reach for this one more. It has one shimmer type of shade. I don't even know if you call it a shimmer, but it is the bronzy, coppery type shade. And that's what that looks like. So these are, again, really, really nice. They feel they swatch flawless. Like they're the kind of formula that like just makes you look kind of airbrushed. And I am absolutely loving it. Let me give you one more swatch so that you have an idea of the range. So obviously it's just a couple of mattes, super easy, super go-to. Even the liner I did with the shadow from here. So very much enjoying that. And that one was on sale. I think they're clearancing that one out. It was $30. So next up, I picked up 3 of the Danessa Myricks liquid pigments. I actually really like these. I have 1. And had been really wanting to pick up a couple others, and 3 was where it was at for me. So I picked up Milky Way, which again, I have used a couple of times. And this one is considered one of her liquid glitter pigments. And I'm gonna say these don't come to play. These are so good. It is literally just the shine level, the glitter level is on par with some of my best glitter formulas. And I love that you don't need, it already has like the base, right? So you don't need like a glitter glue, all of that. Those days are behind us. And this is so pretty. Again, the couple of times I've used this, I have been so mesmerized. I've actually been asked what I'm wearing on my lids, and I am just so happy with it that I want to look for more of the glitter versions of her pigments. This one's in the shade Milky Way, by the way, so glittery, so intense, and they're like 20 bucks, and you don't need a lot. So I did pick that one up. I also picked up, let's see, Lilac Flame, and this one is a metallic liquid pigment. I haven't yet used this one, but I did swatch it in store and was very, very mesmerized by it. So I picked that one up. Oh gosh, it's so, so pretty. It's almost like a mix of a silver with a lavender, and it's very, very unique. So obviously you can tell this one is metallic versus the grittier one that was Milky Way, but this is Lilac Flame. And then I picked up one of her new pastel shades in the shade Bunny, which was the pink one. Let's see, how do we open this? Because I haven't yet opened this up. There are a few more in that pastel line. I hope I can open this. Hold on. All right, that took a little bit of effort, but this is what Bunny looks like. Super pastel. I don't typically go for something like this outside of it being like metallic or glitter, because for me, these tend to not get used as much. I'd rather just reach for an eyeshadow palette, have everything I need there. But Her formula is so good, and I hadn't tried one of these matte ones. This is the first matte one I'm gonna end up trying. And I feel like this shade of pink was so perfect as just an all over lid color, as either a one and done or something super simple in the crease. And so I am now on the hunt for her nude number 4, which doesn't ever stay in stock on the Sephora site. The 2 times that it has come back with only a few left, my order has gotten canceled the 2 times I've been able to place the order. So this will give me a chance to try out the matte formula, see how I like it, and then go from there. Again, typically I don't go for those types of things because usually I like the glitter or the metallic, but anyways. Okay, I also picked up the Urban Decay Slick Day Brow Gel. And this one is super unique. I've used it a couple of times. First impression, I'm gonna tell you that I actually really like it and it might be one of my favorites. We'll see if that still holds true by the time I film the follow-up, but this is what the tube looks like. My favorite right now of the moment, as far as brow gel, is the Rare Beauty. I feel like nothing compares to that one as far as like a good hold for my brows. My brows are not any kind of tame. They're wild and free. They do their own thing. The interesting thing about this is the comb, and it's weird. I don't know if to tell you what, like, that it's metal. I don't think it is, because they do kind of, there's a little bit of give, I think. Maybe that's all in my head. But anyways, the comb is so weird. So it's very stiff, and obviously it's like, it's not as pliable as just a spoolie. So you'd have to keep that in mind. I actually really like how that works, because what I do is with this flat side up here, I will apply or distribute the product, and then I'll use the comb to really comb up my brows. And wow, I have not been disappointed so far. Again, a couple of times, does a full review make? Probably not, but more to come on that. I did pick that up. This actually I had ordered while we were at Disney. It came in. So I'm just going to throw it in here, and I'm probably going to do a separate dedicated video on this for those of y'all who are interested. But the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Dew Balm SPF Stick. I don't typically go for something like this. I do have the one by Supergoop, surprise, surprise, my favorite sunscreen brand. But I love the Watermelon Glow line. This is SPF 45 with niacinamide. And here's the thing, it doesn't really smell too much like the watermelon smell from this lineup, which I was a little disappointed by. Now, I will also say that I'm probably just gonna use this for purposes of doing the video and then move back over to my mineral sunscreen. I only recently found out that when you're pregnant, you really shouldn't be using a chemical sunscreen. Well, listen, I've been using chemical sunscreen kind of all this time, but given that my Sol de Janeiro sunscreen from the sale is 100% mineral, I have since moved to that one. So again, we'll see how this works. I haven't tried it yet once, but I want to see if there's anything interesting. Okay, on the box it says the Ultimate Dewy Glow on the Go with this ultra hydrating and brightening sunscreen serum stick. Ooh, it's a serum stick. This clear translucent balm glides smoothly over the skin for an instant glowy finish without white cast. But typically chemical ones don't have white cast, right? I don't know. Broad spectrum SPF, blah, blah, blah. It says protect skin while niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, squalane, and watermelon seed oil work together to brighten, even tone, and nourish skin. So we'll see how this works. Again, video coming soon. In fact, that video may be up before this one. I don't know. We'll see. But I did pick that up. Okay, next, moving on to Too Faced. Y'all know, based on my last haul, the sale haul, that I am super into cream bronzers right now. And this did release during the sale. I didn't pick it up then, but it has been getting such good reviews that I was like, I feel obligated to try it. So this is the Chocolate Soleil in a cream version. This is in the shade Chocolate Mousse, which was the version for light skin tones. And typically for a cream bronzer, I do prefer to go light as opposed to like light medium or medium. Here's what this bad boy looks like. This is very pretty. Let's see, 8 grams or 0.28 ounces of product. It's called the Melting Bronzing and Sculpting Stick. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, here's what it looks like. And I haven't even swatched this, so I'm like super excited. I did for this, oh, that's nice. For this particular item, I did at the Disney Springs location, an online order, but pick up in store. Because when I did my actual main purchase, I didn't realize they still had this in stock. Here is what this tone looks like on my skin tone, in case you are of my same or similar skin tone. Again, I'm a light to light medium tone when I buy foundations and such, but in bronzers, I tend to like to go a little bit lighter. So I go with the light version. Ooh, I'm excited about that. That's gonna be nice. Okay. I was just so intrigued by this, and I know these have been getting very mixed reviews, but it's the Give, I think that's how you say it, right? Gwen Stefani's brand is called Give. The Dewy Plump Collagen Cheek Tint. I've heard these can sheer out quite a bit. I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to try it myself and see what it's like. I'm down for an amazing cream blush, which today early access was the Armani whatever cream blushes, and I'm like super intrigued on those too. Again, I'm telling you, I'm like back in it for all the latest releases. They're bringing me so much excitement. So I purchased the shade Bouquet. Both in the gloss and in the blush, this is the shade that spoke to me the most. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I did not pick up the gloss, but eventually probably will. Maybe if I like this. So, ooh, and this is a very chunky applicator. It is a very thin gel-like formula, so it is kind of watery. But honestly, well, listen. That's kind of nice. I don't know. The tone is... I feel like even if I have to make this work, because it's not super easy to work with, I feel like I will do it just because the tone is so beautiful. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I have anything like that as far as blush tone in my collection. I'm super excited about that one. So we'll see how that goes. You may have already used that and have been like, that is the worst thing ever, but okay. I picked up one of the Freck lipsticks. The lip liners have gotten so much hype over the course of the sale. I'm very hesitant to purchase from the brand because I don't, some of the names of their stuff I can't get behind, like the primer. If you know, you know. So I won't ever purchase the primer. I don't know. I guess it could also be one of those things where it's like, well, you're supporting the brand as a whole. I don't know. I feel like there could... You kind of walk the line on that, you know, but certain things I was just like, yeah, I'm never going to try that regardless of the hype. I did pick up the lipstick. It's the Soft Blur lipstick in the shade The Moment. And this one is so, so pretty. Oh, it's kind of rolled up quite a bit. So this is what this looks like. I forget what the tone was described as on the website, but this looks like the ultimate blurring type of lipstick. Like it gives very... It's a drier formula. I mean, first of all, let's be real. But I'm curious to see if this will kind of go over lip lines nicely and just not settle in. I've heard the wear on these is incredible, so we'll see. This was the last one in this shade, and it's the shade I wanted. So I was that's always like a score moment, right? Like, yes, I got the last one, even though there's probably more in the little drawer underneath, but still, anyways. Moving along, I picked up, this one also has been super hyped and I was so intrigued. And it's the Urban Decay Face Bond Waterproof Foundation. Up to 24 hours of wear. Is anyone really going to wear something like this for 24 hours? I don't know. It says it's got 3% niacinamide. I don't know, is that good? Like what percentage is good versus not? Anyway, but it's a claim they make on the box, whatever. And then can't feel coverage, which I have heard I have seen people's videos and apparently it's very lightweight. I've heard this is very fast drying. You have to work quickly. But I don't know. I just have one of those feelings that this is really going to work well for me. I don't know. We may see something totally different on the follow-up video, but I did get the shade 10 Light Neutral. I don't think they had a light medium neutral. It went into medium neutral and that I knew would be too deep. So I think this is probably going to be pretty perfect. Here's what it looks like. Nothing you haven't seen before if you've already been watching people's videos, but I have seen, oh, okay, you don't twist it, you just pull it off. It's got this little pointy nozzle applicator, which is supposed to be, why is it coming out? I'm not even pushing it. Okay, let me cap that back. That's weird. Sometimes being on an airplane, because obviously I bought this at Disney, it flew back with me yesterday. And so maybe the air, pressure. So this is the shade It is a little bit on the lighter side, but again, I think the medium neutral would have been too deep. So it is, it's weird because I have heard that you don't need to set this. And the lady at the Sephora store, when I walked in, she's like, we're having an Urban Decay event. I'm wearing their new foundation and I didn't even set it. And I was like, oh, it looks nice on you. Anyways, I do see that it kind of gets a little bit powdery, so I could see how that would be the claim. We'll see how it works for me. Again, I try not to go in with a whole lot these days as far as on my face, and that's been working out really nicely. So I think based on what I have seen in reviews for that, that's gonna be the ticket, right? Like that's gonna be the best way to apply that, is a lighter hand. I did pick up one of the lip velvets from the ABH line. I've been wanting these, but have been on the fence because I didn't know if they were gonna be too drying. And then somebody, I don't remember, it was during the sale and somebody's haul, somebody said that these give that kind of powdery look, that again, airbrushed type of look. We'll see, because I've also seen that these can be very drying. It may come down to how much is being applied. I don't know. This is the lightest shade. This was the shade Kiss. These can be very deceiving because they can seem, based on their description, you're like, oh yeah, that'd be great. And then you look at it and you're like, that is so dark. Anyways, so this is Kiss. That is a lovely shade. I'm excited to try this one out. Hopefully it is that. It is a moussey, I think it's marketed as a moussey, texture mousse. It's in the title of the product. So we'll see if it does kind of give that airbrushed lip look without being overly drying, because there's that. So more to come on that. I used to use this back in the day. If you've been with me for a long time, then you know that I used to use the Diorshow Maximizer 3D Lash Primer before mascara, and it made a crazy difference. So I got away from that, was using the Marc Jacobs one, got away from that once the line went away, and just haven't been using one altogether. I literally just use falsies when I want that extra oomph. But I was watching Ellie Glines' video the other day for her Sephora sale, and it reminded me when she put this, now granted, her lashes are on another level. I don't know how she always, anyways, listen, that's hashtag goals for lashes right there. But when she used this, it took them to even the next level. And I was like, I need to go back and retry that. So pick this one up. It is not in any way, shape, or form cheap for a primer. And I'm the one that gets mascara at the drugstore. So there is even that, but I gave in, I caved. A couple things left. I had picked up during the sale what I thought was this product. Turns out it was the highlighter version of this product. So here I am paying full price for this when I thought I was getting it during the sale. That's okay. It's the Dior Forever Glow Star Filter, the one everybody's loving. I picked mine up in the shade 2. I debated between 2 and 3 because I do like that the Charlotte Tilbury one that I have, I think it's light medium, gives me almost a little bit of color before I even go in with foundation. But I couldn't tell if with the Dior one it would be a little too much, so I stayed on the safe side, opted for number 2, and I'm super excited to use this. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless, whatever, you know which one, the one with the wand, is one of my very favorite base products. I love it so much. It is such a difference when I use that versus when I don't. I'm hoping this is the same, especially since people have been saying they like this one more. The only downside to people saying stuff like that is that it sets the bar so high that your expectations are like well above, you know, and it's just kind of setting you up for disappointment, you know? We'll see though. I picked that one up. Okay, last but not least, everyone's been raving. I only have a couple of things by this brand, but I picked up the Haus Labs blush in French Rosette. I don't have any. The only thing I have are a couple of those lip crayon looking things, which are actually pretty bomb. I have been using them for, I don't know, 1.5 years now, maybe even closer to 2 years. And they're still some of my tried and true lip products. I've got about 3 of them. That's all I've really ever tried from the brand. Don't really know much about it. But everyone was raving about this blush. I guess it's one of the newer shades. And I guess, yes, I realized they've made the compact smaller. I never tried it when it was bigger. So listen, doesn't matter. But this is the shade that really kept on reaching out to me, and I was like, okay, next time I go to Sephora, next time I do a little haul, I will pick one of these up to try them. So this shade looked so, so pretty. It feels pretty. I don't mind a smaller size. I don't know what the price point was though before, but look, oh my gosh, I hadn't even swatched it. Honestly, I was just going based off everything I saw in the videos. When I was in store at Disney Springs, I just grabbed it, put it in my little cart. That is so beautiful. I'm really excited about that. Again, I've not tried that formula. So if you have and you love it, let me know. If you don't love it, let me know. Tell me what shades you have. There were 2 or 3 that looked very, very pretty. Okay, the only other thing that I picked up is the Day, let's see. It is, okay, this is the first time I've ever used this brand, this hair brand, but it's the Good Hair Days on the Road Ahead, and it comes with 2 full sizes. One of the 3-in-1 styling cream, and I don't even think this is available online anymore. I think it's only in store, I don't know. And then a full size of the Prickly Pear hair oil. And so I really picked this up, honestly, because of the cream. Whenever I pull my hair back like this, I will use a hair cream to slick back all of the little fuzzies that are in the front of my face, because if I don't, they will be front and center and very annoying. So I picked this one up because for basically the price of this, for just, I think maybe $2 more, I got the full size oil. So we're gonna see how this works. Apparently you can use this in all kinds of ways. Let's see. Infused with hydrating desert-derived botanicals, this lightweight, versatile styling cream adds polish and shine, tames frizz, that's always what I need, and creates easy, effortless looks for all hair types. So you can apply it to damp or dry hair. Apparently you can use this kind of like what I'm going to use it for, to slick back. You can put it in your hair to style it, like right before styling. There's like multiple ways. I forget where I even read that. And then again, it comes with the full size of this hair oil, which I typically, when I use a hair cream like that, I like to combine the cream with a little bit of oil to add a little moisture in there. So we'll see how this works for me. More to come. But whenever sets like this are available, it's like, I gotta pick that up because I can now try 2 products, and they're both full size, for what I would have paid for one. And that might be the next best thing for my hair. Who even knows? Alrighty, my friends. Well, if you stuck it out to the end, thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me and spending some time talking about new makeup. It's right now one of my favorite things. So that being said, I'm gonna leave a verse up here on the screen just to remind you that Jesus loves you so, so very much. Not a day goes by that you aren't on his mind, that he doesn't love you more than words can say, more than any human being ever could. He loves you with an unconditional love, and that's the difference between his love and a human being's love. So we're fickle, right? As humans, anyways, he is not. So I leave you a verse to encourage you and to motivate you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe, stay well. Bye, friends.